Welcome to part 2 of our tour of what many consider the most beautiful city in the world, Brazil's amazing Rio de Janeiro. If you did not check out part 1, there is a link in the video description. Otherwise, we will continue where we left off and bring you some other awesome facts about this city that so many people would never know. Buses are the cheapest way to get around in Rio, and they can take visitors almost anywhere in the city. But riding a bus in Rio is not as straightforward an experience as one might expect. Bus drivers are not exactly cautious, trustworthy drivers, and they will often leave passengers behind if they are not quick enough to get on. With years of experience as an astute passenger, a researcher called Ronaldo Blasiano got curious and decided to look into this social phenomenon. What he found was that the fear to be left behind made the locals quicker in the process of getting on and off buses. When compared to busy commuting Londoners, locals known as carioca's take 1.85 seconds to get on a bus, while Londoners take 2.4 seconds. Perhaps a new Olympic sport in the making. Desperate times require desperate measures. At least that's what it was like for Dom João VI. It was 1807, and Napoleon's troops were getting closer and closer to invading Portugal to ensure the small coastal country would bow to France's rule. Dom João VI wanted nothing of the sort, and instead packed his bags and moved the whole kingdom to Rio between 1808 and 1821, when it was then safe for the royals to go back home. After getting a taste of being the headquarters of the empire, Rio did not wish to go back to the old ways. Brazil's independence was declared in 1822. Continuing the theme of the Portuguese royal family's presence in Rio from November 1807, when deciding to flee to Rio de Janeiro to escape Napoleon and his troops, this led to something else too. The departure was well organised when about 15,000 people, amongst family members and servants, travelled to Brazil in 14 ships. With them came one of Portugal's most important riches, the Royal Library and its 60,000 items. They went on to establish the National Library, which would go on to become the 8th biggest library in the world, with more than 15 million items. Whilst Brazilians don't remember it fondly, July 16, 1950 was a historical day. Brazil was playing Uruguay in the final match of the 1950 World Cup. The stage was Maracana, built especially for the occasion, and at the time the biggest stadium in the world. A total of 173,850 paid spectators and an estimated 20,000 freeloaders were there to see what everyone thought was going to be Brazil's first time receiving the World Cup. But Uruguay snatched Brazilians' victory away, and the silence of the dozens of thousands was so loud that they gave it a name, Maracanazo, which roughly translates as the Maracana Smash. Oh well, Brazil went on to win the World Cup in 1958, 1962, 1970, 1994 and 2002, so we would hope that they have had a chance to get over it by now. Thank you for watching.